Tom Donald here from the London Contemporary School of Piano, and today I want to show you some effective blues rhythm exercises, to improve your rhythm when you're playing the blues, and not just to improve your rhythm, but just to give you some really fun party tricks, I guess you could say, things that sound really great, and they're just really nice rhythms. Now, before we start, we have to build some really important foundations, and I see this with so many students who are playing the blues. They want to do all the fancy stuff, they want to learn all the big licks, but I've got a big question for you. Do you know your 12-bar blues? This is really, really important. You've got to really understand the feel of the 12-bar blues first before you can really start to add licks and rhythms and grooves to it. Because if you don't feel that infrastructure of the 12-bar blues, you're just going to get lost when you actually get into live playing situations. So let's just have a quick walk through the 12-bar blues, and then we can get onto the fun stuff. We've got to get this foundation down first. So now, I know many of you have seen this many times before and you know what this is, but do you actually remember it? Do you actually know it by memory? And can you do it in a few other keys? So, for instance, if I'm just playing a nice blues rhythm here, I'm starting with 4 bars on the C, then I'm 2 bars on the F, then I'm 2 bars on the C, and I've got 1 bar on the G, 1 bar on the F, 1 bar on the C, and then the turnaround on the G. And you see, now there's many variations to this, but you see this is a 12-bar blues. It's got exactly 12 bars in the cycle, and it repeats over and over again. You can give some great solos on it. And of course, you can do it in different keys as well. And if you're really serious about developing your blues skills and your blues playing, you should head over to our website, contemporaryschoolofpiano.com, and we'll send you our free blues pack. And it has the blues in many different configurations, including a special secret seminar we did only for our students on blues piano, where you can really study these concepts in so much more details and really learn them in different keys and master it in many different ways and formats. But now we've covered that 12-bar blues cycle. And I mean, the first thing I want you to really look out for when you are playing the 12-bar blues, this is really important, is make sure you're getting those first 4 bars on that same chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, second bar, 2, 3, 4, third bar, 2, 3, 4, fourth bar, 2, 3, 4. Then you head over to chord 4, the F in this case. I'm just playing in the nice easy C major to allow me to demonstrate that to you. But you should try it in different keys. But you want to have that first 4 bars. I hear so many students just playing the first 2 bars and then move into the next chord. But it's a 4-bar cycle before you then head over to the chord 4. No, unless you're using turnarounds and tricks like that. But generally, people just impatiently head over to the next chord, and they've lost that 12-bar cycle. And then that structure is not there that the 12-bar blues really requires. So now let's head over to the fun stuff as promised. We're now going to have a look at a couple of really just fun, effective blues rhythm patterns that you can play and just add to your practice routine. So the one I was just doing, this one I really enjoy doing this one. It's a real classic. You can hear it in a lot of great tunes, all the way from Nina Simone to Ray Charles. And so we've got this in the left hand, right? So when I'm playing out of the triad, I'm playing the 3 notes of the triad, and then I'm adding the 6th note of the scale of that triad. And I get this nice bass line. I'm just playing these as quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's nice and simple, left hand. Now it gets fun when we add the right hand, and you can use your own chord voicings for the right hand. I'm going to use inversions, and I'm going to add a few sixths to these chords just because it has a nice sound to it. So I'm going to play a C sixth, and I'm going to play an F sixth, but you can play just simple triads if you want, if that's easier for you, because this is about rhythm. This is an effective rhythm exercise. It's not a voicing exercise, and you can adjust your voicing to whatever level you're at. So maybe I'll play it with simple, easy triads, and then I'll start to use more advanced voicings like sixth intervals as I go through it. I'll play the 12-bar blues cycle twice. So here goes We go 1. Now, you can see what I'm doing here. I'm playing in between the beat in the right hand. So it's like a left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right exercising. Now, with the coordination, this is really important, and this is a good follow-on video from some previous tutorials I've done on coordination of the left and right hand in blues playing. But like really important, for instance, that your right hand is quite short and staccato-like, but your left hand, the bass, you don't want the bass to ever be staccato. Sounds terrible. It's a groove killer. It'll clear the dance floor in no time. So you want your left hand bass line. It can be groovy, but it must be smooth. That bass has got to be smooth, man. That's what gets those hips moving. Nice, smooth legato bass. And we can put the bounciness in the right hand. So that's the mechanics of it. So now let me apply that to a 12-bar blues. And so on. And you've got that lovely 12-bar blues structure that combines with it so well. So there's a nice blues rhythm pattern. Let's do another one now. So we're going to do another one, and we're going to use a boogie-woogie left hand for this one. So this is a slightly more challenging left hand. I'll just show you this left hand first, because I'm stretching the octave. And I'm using swing rhythm here. I'm swinging the beat. Now in the right hand, what we're going to do in the right hand is we're just going to play at the front of the bar, and then we're going to leave space for the rest of the bar. So we're just going to have this, da-dum, da-dum, like that. And now we'll apply that to the 12-bar blues, and I'll use some more sevenths in my voicing. With the turnaround, I'll do that again. And to finish off with, this next one is a great party piece, and it's really joyful. This next pattern starts with the left hand. This left hand's quite simple, but what it involves, this rhythm involves adding a lot of harmonic richness to the music, to the 12-bar blues. So let's just start with the left hand. The left hand is relatively more simple. Again, you can see I'm moving between the 5th and the 6th interval here. Apply that to the 12-bar blues. Yeah, so I would just apply that to that whole 12-bar blues structure. Now the right hand is where a lot of really interesting things happen here. So look what I'm doing to the C major chord here. So I'm expanding the chord upwards by adding passing chords inside the chord. So we've got this backward and forward effect on the C major chord, starting with the upper two notes here, E and G. I swing back to the C. Then I move up to the F and the A, swinging back to the C. Then the G and B flat, swinging back to the C. And it might look like I'm forming some other chords here, and I am. I'm forming a passing F major chord, And we also have a C7 chord here that it swings up to. But it's all part of a stepwise progression. It's more so a pattern than a chord progression. So if the fact that there's chords inside the chord, if that's confusing you, I'd think of this more like a pattern rather than just a chord progression. And there's a nice little trick I'm doing here where I just slip over the third interval, the flattened third. Doesn't that sound so good? And that's quite easy to do. That's like making a mistake or something. I slipped over my notes here, but I mean, if mistakes sound that good, I'm all for making mistakes. So you apply this pattern to all of the chords in the 12-bar blues. Yeah. So let's add the left hand. I'll go nice and slowly to start with because just getting it hands together at first is a bit fiddly. Turn around at the end. Okay, now I'm going to go faster. To develop your blues playing to the next level, head over to our website contemporaryschoolofpiano.com and just email our team and ask for our free blues pack. We answer everybody's email, so be sure to check your spam box in case you don't receive it, because we're dealing with everyone's inquiries every day. I know that our blues videos have been very popular around the world, and I hope the piano in general continues to bring you a great source of joy, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you very much.